Hey y'all, welcome back. As you can see here, I have some prints. I picked these up at Goodwill. I think there's 5 of them for a couple bucks. They look like something you could find at Hobby Lobby, but either way, they're not really my style. So today, we are going to be turning them into something a little more interesting. These feel like they're printed on that canvas textured printer paper, so my thought was pretty simple. It's canvas, let's paint. To begin, we are going to gesso the canvas. Really, I wanted to cover the plants because at this point, I still didn't really know what I was going to do. But after 3 layers of gesso, I had finally figured it out. So the very tiny amount of ghosting there doesn't really matter because we're going to go dark. And we're going to be painting a deer, one of my comfort animals. Not too sure how deer, rabbits, and owls became my comfort critters, but I really do enjoy drawing them. For the background, I pull out my acrylics. I use violet, Payne's gray, some blue I won't try to pronounce, neon blue, purple, and pink rose. Eventually I do grab Viridian and neon rose to add into the background to help lighten it up a little bit. Let's begin. I'll just whip out the super professional paint palette here and the just as professional interior paintbrush. We have a bunch of straight brushes somewhere, but when I went looking, all I could find were the angled brushes. It didn't make much of a difference really. It's just one of those things when you just need something and it's nowhere to be found until the second you don't need it anymore. I have 4 other of these canvases and it seems to be handling paint just fine. I think I want to try doing more backgrounds similar to this, maybe a little bit lighter. I've seen where someone is able to paint an almost holographic effect and I'd like to try something like that. The question is, what animal or thing would y'all be interested in seeing? As I'm saying this though, I just got a pretty nifty idea. I don't think it needs to be another deer, but it does need to be another horned creature. If y'all could suggest one, what would it be? But I did have a lot of fun sort of experimenting with this style of background. Once I have the background looking somewhat like I imagined, I start working on bringing the deer back. Not sure why I'm using this small brush, but I do wise up in a minute. Side note, this little container that I'm using for my main colors came from a foam clay little activity kit that we got for the kiddo. This thing turned out to be super awesome for storing paint. So just a heads up, if you see the little foam clay activities, look at it, see if it's got one of these. My main colors for the deer are going to be purple. I guess I'm going for galaxy colors, but I have a contrasting idea for the eyes. So we'll see how this turns out. The base color for the eyes is going to be really light yellowish green. I do want it to look like the eyes are glowing, and this, I think, helps with that. I actually did pre-plan how I was going to accomplish the eyes in Procreate, so I'm pretty excited to get to those. Now to begin the process that I've been dreading, painting and blending.
Then you blend and blend and blend. Blending is the secret.
It's not that I don't like painting. I do enjoy it. I'm just not very good at it and feel like I could be a lot further along than I am. But College Painting 101 kind of killed any interest I had in painting, and I went so long without doing it. But you can't really change the past, and all I can do is move forward. At this point, I'm really just laying down paint. I'm not overly thrilled with how it's going from light to dark, so I finally call it quits for the day, which works out. Sometimes you just need to let your brain and eyes rest and come back refreshed. I decided to just try to be a little more random, I guess, while still being intentional. The colors still needed to go where I wanted them, but I was less concerned with how they blended, and I more so embraced a spotted look, you could say. And I think it worked. I finally addressed the nose as well. It was obvious it needed to be fixed, and thank goodness I did. Pulling out the acrylic markers, I add a star to the forehead and some finer details around the eyes. And finally start this glowiness. I'm not really sure what to call it. I was a little skeptical of this green I chose. It looks pretty close to my design in Procreate, but actually on the canvas looks a little light. But I stick with it and think it works out in the end. Y'all, my professionalism is showing again, somehow managing not to hit the record button. Gotta love it. But now you have a better look at what I'm going for. You have a dark background and a mostly dark deer, and bright colorful flowiness from the eyes. I'm not really the best at coming up with backstories, so I need a backstory for this creature's existence. If y'all have any suggestions, I would love to hear them, but we'll make one up at some point. So these markers are the Let's Resin acrylic markers. I reviewed them in my last Paint With Me video, and I made a huge blunder. I believe I said that these didn't need shaking, and I was happy about that. Well, my genius self just didn't shake it hard enough. Turns out they do need shaking, and it's like moving mountains to get the ball rolling. I've even bruised my hand in the process. So they definitely lose some points, but overall I do still really like these markers. They still work really well, and I'm definitely using the crap out of them. Finishing up the fun colors, I'm not sure if I should have taken it further, maybe making it a little more textured, I guess. I don't know, I'm happy with the way it is now, and less is sometimes more, so I'm just going to call it good. Now back to the background, I wanted to add some more to it, so just adding some subtle dots here and there. Again, I feel like I could have, or should have, I don't know, done more, but I don't want to do too much and lose focus on the deer. I don't know, let me know what y'all think. I do feel like I could do more to this painting. I'm happy with how it turned out. Maybe I'll play with it and procreate some, and I have an idea for a mat to frame it, so maybe that could do it. I don't know. I'll have to play with it and see. But that's it for this video. I hope you all enjoyed, and don't forget to let me know what horned creature y'all would like to see me paint next. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye!